Hello, hello. We're getting. I'll get on now. Doodly Doodler, thank you very much for the sub. And Kerlu for the resub as well. 10 months. Eye to the eye. On the road to 200 followers. Painting some Marvel stuff tonight. Powered by Brownies and Dr. Pepper. Let's go. Oh, it's me. How's it going? Sup, nerd? How's it going, Spoodly? Sorry to hear you're still not feeling overly great. But I hope you're starting to feel a little bit better. Kerry, how's it going? What's poppin'? Out new? Oh, God almighty, I'm tired today. Got some new tablets for my insomnia, and they are kicking my ass. Let's just use the Amazon box in the background there. That's got a commission in that's waiting to be finished and sent back. Lotus Requiem coming in. Is that with some Irish four leaf clovers there? Happy Patrick's Day. I'm trying to read The Stand by Stephen King. I regret your choice. It's just a hard one to get through. What's popping off? How's everyone? What's everyone been up to this week? Let's get over to it. No one needs to see my face for that long. Right. Where are we at? Who are we? Where are we? What are we doing? So we finished Captain America last stream. We got a really good, decent chunk through Ultron as well. Go off just a sec. Nothing much sleeping and taking tablets. Yeah, I know that life. This is our Ultron. Let's see if we can just get that to just. Oh, there we go. Just rearrange here. Yes, so this is our Ultron. We did do the day there. Quite a basic, kind of straightforward job on this one. You know, he's primarily just like a metal color with some glowy bits. What's in the bottom there is like the official box art for it. He's a bit more kind of like glowy out of his joins than it is like just like a light from within. But I quite like it. It's almost like he's like an angry Ultron. All of his crazy lights starting to ebb out. And this is Cap that we finished. If anyone missed him on Wednesday when we finished. Oh, quite a bit off the base there. We need to rectify that at some point. But yes, this is Captain America. There's America's ass. Oh, any more on this today? No, the plan was to do some more on these terrain pieces today. Just didn't bother myself. Truth be told, I just couldn't be fucked. We don't really have much left to do on Ultron. Just the base, really, to be honest. Which we're just going to kind of whip through now. Reckoning great. Just going to kind of Build it a bit more of this grey colour. Or we put a dry brush over it. And then we need to decide what I'm going to do next. I don't know whether to take a bit of a break from doing Marvel stuff, because doesn't seem to be vibing with a lot of people. We've dropped a bit of viewership. So kitchen roll. There we go. I'm quite pleased with how these Marvel guys are kind of coming out. Slightly lighter grey. Much of that original colour left at all in there, is there? Sean, if you're still there, mate. I never did ask what happened with the like Rococo thing. You know, last time you were in, you mentioned that they were kind of having chats about its future, or that it was going to stay there, or is that still ongoing? Bambi, hello, hello. How's it going, my dude? I hope you're well. How's your football manager playthrough going? We're just finishing off our Ultron here at the moment. Just doing the base now. Do my beautiful human. Yeah, I'm alright, Tar. And yeah, can't just been working loads, sadly. We're going to play some over the weekend. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. Cap as well got finished the other day there. So I'm really pleased with how he's turned out. Let's see if we can get this to Zumo. So we're just waiting for the this base to dry so we can get it done up the same as Cap's base. Make it all nice and kind of uniform. Well, that was a glass cover, that was cool. You been up to much apart from working then? What are you doing for work these days? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Good evening to you also, good sir. Mrs. Bumper Pants, hello. I was just giving myself the bit of hairdryer treatment there. L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. That's right. You betcha. Right, so that colour that I've mixed up's just gone dry now that the hairdryer's been out. So let's get rid of all this. Playing The Sims, nice. How's your new keyboard working out for you? Is it okay? Gary, got the Sims, man. Bloody rude. Where are we at? Here we are. Yeah, I think they must have gone out, because his dog only does that when he goes out, so... do you not get it as part of Game Pass Ultimate? You might do, actually, because you can link your EA account with your Xbox Live account. And because you've got Ultimate, if you get the Game Pass for PC app on your laptop, you can gain access to a whole bunch of the EA stuff, the EA Play stuff. The only downside is you'll only get the core game. You'll not get any of the like the expansion packs or anything, so you need to buy and sort of reinstall it all, I would have thought. Did you look at your laptop after stream? Says I need to update it, but I think once you've got Windows 11. Okay. But I don't know shit. That just depends on whether you want to use Windows 11, I guess. It's the crux of that. My laptop won't update to Windows 11. My PC won't either, which is mad that Bubba's laptop will let her go to Windows 11. But my PC that's got like 4 or 5 grand's worth of fucking gear in it won't go. And I don't know what it is that is stopping it. I don't know if it's just the version of Windows 10 that I have, or if it's like a hardware thing, but strange old thing. Not that I'm particularly bothered about rushing over to Windows 11 in fairness. Prefer not to jump operating systems when they're like brand new. Mooba's on my desk rolling on your keyboard. What a cutie she is. It's just cute. A bit of pun line in there. Ooh. Cardinal, eye to the eye. How's it going, dude? Well, literally just finishing up Ultron. There he is in all of his glory. All nice and glowy and silvery and shit. I'm literally just about to put some panel liner in to make these cracks and bits fucking lash. All you can hear is James Spader. Well. Wow. Wow. How's life with you, Cardinal? What have you been up to? Have you played any good games? Have you caved and picked up Diablo 4 yet? Or you've been a good boy? Oh, I've been home looking after the little one. Nice one. How is the little one? Good boy for now. For now is the key word there, isn't it? Diablo 4 is out? Not yet, no. It is the pre-release open beta thing on at the moment. So if you pre-ordered the game, you got access to it. Yeah, I just like the thing that baffles me with that is that, you know, it was all largely based on pre-orders, right? So they must have known like what the queue was going to be like, but you know, like to get in. So, like, how can they just? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how have they got to the point where there's just so much of a queue? Is my thing. So. Normally quite good at opening new servers, but obviously at the moment it's open beta, so no guarantee. Oh, right, okay, I didn't realize it was an open beta. That's a little bit kind of fair enough then. Everyone should go and check out that Instagram link. It's a link to the guy that I did the big tanks and the Rough Riders for. It's this weekend and next weekend's open beta. Gotcha. Gotcha. And then reset afterwards before release in June. Yeah, like my biggest problem with stuff like that is though that unless you've made like a proper hash of your character, I don't know how much I would have it in is to like keep replaying the same like opening of the game over and over and over again. Do you know what I mean? Like Diablo, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And like, just don't know how much of it in as I have to like replay it. And like as much as I liked and enjoyed Baldur's Gate, for example, like I did Baldur's Gate when it came out to play with a friend, and it was loads of fun. But now that I know what that like first 8 hours of the game is, the thought of going back every time there was an update and replaying it with very little difference, just yeah, like it just had nothing. Like it had nothing for us, at all. I'm gonna do this rock up here a little bit of a different color just to get some definition into it with a wash. Methinks. And warm it up a little bit, so it just looks a little bit different from the base. It's not too homogeneous. Ooh. Saying that's why I didn't pick up Baldur's Gate 3 till recently. I've only just seen the start. Number 3 so good, so I got my played for the season stuff. Yeah, I've like I've been playing the Diablo seasons kind of like on and off for, well, since season 1, really. I remember the very first season that came out. And I think they've done really well to keep each season feeling somewhat unique. And you know, there's like definitely like a player base there for people who want to go back season after season after season after season, you know, like every time there's an update sort of thing. Try and lighten this up a shade. There we go. Yeah, definitely latest season is like bloody DLC, the stuff they put in. Yeah, that's really cool. I think they probably realized quite early that's how they were gonna have to keep their life, like their game alive, I guess. In some respects. You know, once you've been through and you've done every class and you've got every armor set and whatnot, that's it. You're kind of done with it, really. So, right, that's Ultron all done. We're gonna go and do his base rim now. That's violet, not black. There we go. Have they said whether they're going to keep Diablo 3 running once Diablo 4's out? Is there like a or is there going to be like a planned phase out of 3? What I was kind of expecting was that this last season that they did before the Diablo 4 released would be like a perpetual season. And they would put pods of stuff in, and then that would kind of be the end of it, so I think you'll sunset it eventually, yeah, but no announcement. Okay. Suppose they'll see how successful Diablo 4 is, won't they? Because if that flops and people are going to go straight back to Diablo 3, then they'll just keep it open and just keep trying to make money off that one, I guess. No, Ultron didn't take long to do at all. It was started him on the back end of my last stream on Wednesday. Maybe like the last 2 hours or so. And then I've been on what? Half an hour now, and he was done. I mean, he was pretty much at the point where he was done, like the figure bit was done last stream. We just had the base to do really today. Just neaten up cap space because I think we've chipped a bit or we've missed a bit off when we've gone on and done that base. So just get that redone. What's next? Well, so this is a thing. We're 3 down, 7 to go. And probably a good 3 hours of stream to do. So I was thinking Zemo. But I'm also pretty open to doing anything. My biggest thing really is that we've got Captain Marvel and Spider-Man to do, which is going to be in the same blues and reds that we've just done Captain America in. So had I boxed clever, I should have batched them really, at least get the base coats down. But I wasn't clever, so we didn't do that. Hulk, I haven't got Hulk out actually. Hulk's upstairs, but we could do Hulk. I could go and see if I could find him. Could probably do Hulk in a seat actually. Be mostly airbrush work. You could do that when you come to do Spider-Man and Cap. Yeah, that would be like a nice taste breaker. What what do I reckon? Just get more out. Could be really scummy, do Black Widow maybe. I think you mentioned that when you were thinking about doing Cap and Spider, it's a lot of blue-red. Yeah, yeah. But Cap was quite straightforward, really, in the way that I did him, so I might do those. I might actually do those together, like in one thing, as a combo. Do these together, because they're going to be almost identical. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the cap. It's turned out lovely. The time spent on the blue was really worth it. It's a shame about his face, really. Like the face sculpt is it's just a bit naff, but and I think doing the boots and the gloves in the old school leather brown has really helped, because the box art for it had just like red gloves and red boots, the whole thing. And it just looked a bit kind of fat and a bit clunky. Could do Doc Ock. I could do Doc Ock. Let's see if we can find a picture of Doc Ock. It breaks him a bit, yeah. I think it just helps with the profile as well. Helps kind of shape it in. Okay. So that's the Doc Ock one there. So what we'd need to do is probably do a grey prime, I think, or a white prime. Oh. Oh, no, get in the fucking bin. Thank you very much for the resub, Mr. Frazzle. Hope your Friday's gone well. I've seen you on keeping on Destiny again there. Have you succumbed and bought the new expansion yet, or? Speaking of jokes, I've got a kind of a Spider-Man joke, which is with great reflexes comes a great responsibility. Which I think is an amazing play on words. I have no comment. You bought the collector's edition, didn't you? And the season, like the 4 season passes, dropped like £400 million. I'm still on the fence, if I'm honest. I don't know whether I'm going to end up playing it or not. I think what's going to happen is I'll like it for a bit, and then I'm going to drop off it in a big way. Just this one for $30, yeah. Yeah, I think what's going to end up happening with me is I'm going to like do the story and then get annoyed at the gear grind and then just like drop off it. So I think I'm going to bother. As much as I've enjoyed like the couple of hours that I've played of the story and stuff, there's no point because I'm not going to do the raids or anything. So it's another one of them, innit? Unless it turns out to be fucking amazing, in which case I'll pick it up. So yes, I think Doc Ock could be the one. So let's do Doc Ock. Let's just clear some of this off. Yeah, that's fair. I want to try and get raiding again, but we will see. Yeah, I mean, I did some World of Warcraft raiding recently, and I just didn't enjoy the stress of it. It's going to be chewed. Plus, obviously, I'm trying to make like painting and commissions a thing, so I feel like it would just affect that, and I would just lose time on that. So just try to keep some priorities straight. So, same with you. To enjoy the story, working through. It's just another gear grind. I think as a shooter, I didn't enjoy it so much. Yeah, I mean, like I really like them, like the shooting mechanics, the gunplay. I think is one of the best games for gunplay out there. I think it's a shame that they haven't balanced the three different classes as well as they probably should have, especially when it comes to jumping. I think like two classes especially are lacking in the like verticality department. And anyone who plays a hunter is just a weeb. So see if you bite. Right, I'm going to go and set the airbrush up real quick. I'm just going to disappear off camera for a sec. What's my knees? Done. There we go. Set that my airbrush compressor was going to stop there. Right. Here we are. Oh no. Just fired up a whole bunch of little pipettes all over the floor. Right, it does mean that we get to play with a new thing that I bought, which is a thing that I used to use a long time ago. I'd stopped using it, which was Tamiya Paint. So if anybody who doesn't know, Tamiyas are an alcohol-based acrylic, and as such, they go really nice through the airbrush. So let's get that there. I used to have I had like a big paint handle. I don't know where it's gone. There it is, right behind us. I need this. Need this. Getting kinky with black rubber gloves coming out. Bit of ASMR. Yeah, so this is Tamiya XF2 flat white, which comes out nice and smooth out the airbrush and is really good for doing like zenithal and thingamede highlights with. So that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 15. The only thing with the Tamiya paints being alcohol based is the fucking honk. Okay, whites. Nope. Gonna have to go in there. And then I need a clean pipe bit. The Division 2 is probably the best shooter grinder. Yeah, I really like the Division, actually. Remember, we played a little bit of Division. So I've got quite a lot of the got some of the cosmetic outfits. I got the one from I think it was Sledge from Rainbow Six Siege. And yeah, I got some of the Resident Evil ones. I love the Division, but burned out in the end. Yeah, I mean, it's always the same with those like repeating cycle games, wasn't it? Buttery smooth, that is. Right. So we're going to do a sort of like a zenithal prime with this white, which basically means we're going to hit it from the top down with the white. It'll skitter all the way down. It should leave the black in all the recesses, and as we build it up, it should go from like a dark grey up to a white. Is the idea. That gives us this on the kind of the first pass. I don't know how well you've seen that on the thing there. Now we just reinforce with the white where we want all the bright spots to be. Build it up. And we're not worried so much about the like the tentacle bit, because we're gonna do them metallics anyway. But you can kind of see if you look from the bottom now, you can see it, but it's quite dark on the bottom there now. This is kind of like what Slap Chop does, but it's a little bit more kind of controlled. Let's see, green and yellow. This would have been perfect if I had some contrast paints. But it's done it with contrast. I've got some inks though. Got a nice green and a nice yellow ink. Do we try with inks? Maybe we try with inks, you know. But I love just hitting M240, just murdering everything. The missions were cool. Yeah, they were. And I know, like, the biggest criticism of the game was that it felt a bit bullet spongy. I quite liked it. I quite liked that. Have you been playing much of anything at the minute then, Cardinal? Nice that you're back home at the minute, but... Back on the War Thunder. Very cool. Love that game in theory. Just shit at it. And Project Zomboid, what's that? I'd seen Ian play it. Oh, it's fucking infuriating. What, Zomboid or War Thunder? Oh, right, War Thunder, Two Losing Tanks. Yeah. Tell you what I did forget, and I keep forgetting, was that for everyone who subbed, gets Risky Paint's Flower of Approval.
Nice.
I always forget about that. I spent fucking ages making it, and I always forget about it. Zomboid is zombie survival. Okay, great character with perks and shit. Is it like open world? Isometric view. So also like, but like Diablo. Kill books and shit. Oh, okay. How spooky is it, I guess? Is my question. Not spooky massively. Okay. Although you can only see what you're looking at. Right, right, okay. Yeah. We've been playing a bit of Into the Forest with Mr. Frazzle. And we kind of accidentally completed it the other night there when he was streaming. It's a bit of a weird one. Right, so we've got Boots and the V here, which are going to be yellow. Since so good, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like a bit short. I think if you you can probably rush through it in probably an evening, to be honest, if you knew what you were doing and where to kind of find everything. Like we were on a bit of a rampage on when was it? Tuesday? Tuesday, yeah, it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Because we found like a bit that lets you get access to like some of the bunkers and stuff. We went around thinking, oh, we'll just go around and hit all the bunkers and get some gear, and then before we knew what we were doing, we were like, oh, that's it, kind of done. And we'd found like loads of equipment, you know, like chainsaws and katanas and God knows what else. Never really got the chance to use it, which was a bit of a shame, but. Right, it's starting to build up this yellow quite nicely now. Let me just go and check the reference image again. So it's that bit there, and then goes over his shoulders. Excited for Resi 4 next week. Nice. Know a few people who are looking forward to that. Has there been anything like new and exciting added to the remake? I know. Right, I think that'll probably do for the yellow, for the base coats at least anyway. Not sure? No, that's fair enough. Green cup. Still waiting with bated breath for Operation Raccoon City remaster. Can you imagine the scenes if they did rather Right, so that's kind of some yellow hide down. We'll need to come in with like a wash of some description and try and like separate it out. I'm thinking something like Reichland Flesh Shade maybe? Like a ready saturated wash. Oh my god, yes, man, that was so fun. Yeah, it was a great little game, that. It's the only Resident Evil game I've played. Oh, I was on mute. And nobody told us I was on mute. Fucking A. Right, let's block in some of this green just so we've got an idea of where it's going. No. I'm gonna be up all night redoing our house in The Sims, excited about light switches. That's my guile. Can hear her killing herself or laughing over something. There's so much stuff. We need to hold an intervention. Gets too much to change your password so you can't get on. Yeah, I might send you a message in a couple of hours just to block our access into the Sims. Watch the meltdown occur. Gonna work around now and black out all of the like metal bits because it looks like on this one he's got like a metal harness that goes around him. Seems to hold all of his metal tentacle things. Right. Getting some bits blocked out. Slightly bigger brush. Oh yes, I'd heard you'd made some purchases while on a book ban. You couldn't help it. Boodly doodly. How's it going, my dude? Thank you very much for the sub. I think I was getting the set up when you came through. Thank you very much for that. I hope you're well. I'd seen that you on your Discord server you weren't feeling the bestest, so I hope you're feeling a bit more human. What have we been up to? Any of your spuds in here? If they are, they're just lurking away, which is, you know, lurking is working. We are just working through. We finished Ultron. I say finished Ultron. We did the base on Ultron that we started last stream, and we're making a start on Dr. Octopus now. Doing good, and you're welcome. Shout you out because I'm still not feeling amazing. I'm sorry to hear that. Slow work with smaller models when I'm ill. Yeah, no, that's fair. I hope you're doing okay though. Like nothing too hope it's nothing too serious, and that you'll be back into the Twitch waves very, very soon. Gonna do the arms in a pearl? No, I'm not. I'm not doing it arms in pearl, Richie. You're obsessed. Everything in pearl. I'm gonna paint you like an actual pearl. No, I'm gonna do it in just like bog standard, like silver metallic. The color shifters that I tried to use on Ultron just failed miserably. Like I can never get them to work quite right. So I'm gonna need to practice on some other stuff, I think. For that, I think. Those gloves are fucking yellow as well. Nah. That's a shame. Yeah, yeah. It was. Well, no, it was. It was worth a try. It's nice sometimes to be able to just experiment and do some strange things. No, I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. Just flu, just the dreaded man flu. I've been struggling a bit recently with my big old insomnia flare-ups. I've got a little bit of time off work I had past couple of weeks and decided to take another week just to try and settle into some new meds and try and get kind of back on the straight and narrow, so to speak. On the plus side, though, I have managed to get lots and lots of stuff painted. That's been cool. Well, yeah, I'll get there. At the moment, we're just going to keep working away, painting this ludicrously bright, kind of comic accurate Dr. Octopus. It's mental how bright this is. Just trying to build up some opacity on the greens here. Gonna go play League with the others. Ta-ta for now. No bother. Tell everyone I say hello. There we go. Oh no, that timer's bogged now as well. It's just in one big thingamy. Let's go repair that. Right, fixed. Right, gonna wait for all that green stuff to dry. See how we get on. Got a bit itchy looks. So I'm just gonna. Be luggaged. Right. See what's happening in the world. the hairdryer out, see if we can speed this up a bit. Right. Got him nicely dried up now. Oh, we're going to keep just trying to push the opacity up on some of these greens here. Just so we get like a nice flat base coat. Go right. I think we've managed to get a nice opaque coat there. So another blast for the hairdryer. Oof, Mrs. Bummer pants with a hydrate. Got some Dr. Pepper somewhere. No. Thank you, Don. Your head again. I'm in with a wash of a Thornian camo shade now. Give everything a nice bit of contrast. Right, let's see how that turns out. Oh. Royal Tuscan, hello. Paint pal number one. How's it going, my dude? Hope you're well. Hey, hey, hey. What's this? Oh, green. How's it going? 18. There we go. What have we been up to? Not too bad. Put a Warhammer role-playing server to see what's all that about the moment. Nice. Is that like the Warhammer role-playing game? No, just a custom thing on Discord. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool though. We are just working on Doc Ock from Marvel Crisis Protocol at the moment. You can create forces and stuff and play them out on missions. Ah, that's really cool. We finished Ultron as well. Last stream and this stream. This is my Ultron. Nice and kind of glowy, evil looking Ultrono. Red's unreal. Cheers, man. Just some nice nice bit of airbrush work over some white ink. You got that mini, right? Yes, I do. Here it is. Wow. It's all built, ready to go. Put the knife off like you asked. Bases are massive. Yeah, they are. They're huge. They're like 50 or 60 mil. I mean, you can see how big it is compared to a Space Marine space. Yes, came there for you. So you say we cut the blade off the hand like you asked. Needs a bit of like shaping up and some neatening up and stuff, but kind of got to build in a little bit of work done. So look at that. I can't remember. Did I send you the decal sheet or not? Because I can't seem to find it anywhere, which makes me think horribly that I might have thrown it out. No, I don't know where it's gone then. It's even pretty small. Thanks, my guy. Trying to source up some bodies, and I'll build up what I have left and totally once I sorted it. Nice. Yeah, go for it, man. Dark to light for glazing. Ooh, Deckel's freehand all the way. Can it freehand? It. That's the problem. Like basic shapes I can kind of do. You know, if it was like maybe he's putting some like Roman numerals on something like that I can do. But anything more complicated than that just looks shit. I guess the cool thing with Red Corsairs is in the law, at least the old law, was that a lot of them would also have, instead of like um, the modified astral claws badge, they would also have their original Legion or chapter badge with like a big red cross through it. That's also an option as well, to do like something a little bit different. I guess the problem then would be that it would look kind of like totally different from the rest of them, wouldn't it? So love something like that too. Yeah, that's cool. Not too much. Ordered 260 quid worth of tanks for your guard. Amazing. How many is that? Like 2 tanks? I don't know what the prices are like for Games Workshop tanks these days, but God, you're super sleepy. If you go to bed though, you can't play on The Sims, so you have to make a choice, aren't you? 4 tanks and 4 more sentinels. That's not a bad price, in fairness, for that amount of stuff. The new sentinels are lovely as well. I'm really excited to see what comes out of the 10th. The preview trailers that have come out or anything to go by. I'm really hoping for new Tyranids in the core box, the starter box. That would be me back into 40k pretty much straight away. Like, can they have some black painting with some red and... And then have some black plating, some red, some black trim, some gold. I don't know where they're looted from. Yeah. It's gotta push through, but the Sims won't play itself. Just have a Red Bull. It's a running joke between me and the wife. When either of us are tired, just shout, "Have a Red Bull" at each other. Have a Red Bull. Have a coffee. Drank too much coffee today. Also, Monster. I mean, Kevin, having a Monster in ages. Good stuff. Because it's fucking rotten. Rotten for you. If I have one now, it gives me like an anxiety attack. It's all the like the coffee and the like the B12 and just all the other like low quality kind of ingredients that's in it make me heart race like I'm having a panic attack. And then because my body has the symptoms of a panic attack, despite not having a panic attack, it gives me a panic attack. And then I have like an actual panic attack. So I have not touched an energy drink in a long, long time. But kind of the full sugar ones get the same feeling. Yeah, it's the I don't know what it is. I think it's actually the I think it's the B all the B12 that's in it. Just sounds as fucking loopy. Just the many, many, many years of caffeine abuse. Fucking you up. That's what it is. Said it was nice. Same as Monster, just still rather than fizzy. Yeah, I thought about getting some like Sneak or G Fuel or something like that, especially when I'm streaming, just for the focus. But because I tend to stream quite late at night because I'm doing it after work, just worry that I'm going to be like whilst off my bracket on caffeine, and then I'm not going to be able to get to sleep, which I already struggle with as it is. So like, I don't really feel like I want to add like fuel to the fire with that, you know. Monster Red Bull Little Pies, not drunk them in like 8 years. Yeah, like they do no good for me at all. I abused caffeine like horrendously when I was really into like my gym training and my sports and stuff. And then I managed to wean myself off, and I've not really gone back to them since. They're fucking just rotten. I remember reading a thing years ago about I think it was like a Tour de France athlete. They were all like sponsored by Red Bull. Um, I think he did it like it did a thing about like someone had asked him like how much like Red Bull do you drink to get like sponsored by them sort of thing. And he was saying literally he takes like a third of a can and then dilutes it with water and then like hoys it down his neck just before like a race or like some intense exercise. It's like an isotonic drink to give him like a little bit of focus, but he wouldn't just sit and like smash a one in before like a race or anything, which I just thought was mental. You pull it over because I cannot see it, it's in shadow. You Red Bull mixed with water, I know. I don't think I'd be that ever desperate for energy where I would do a Red Bull mixed with water. Just have a look at Lucozade Sport. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. Yeah, just like full of like quick release sugars and whatnot. I think the only benefit of doing that over something like a Lucozade Sport is that things like Red Bull don't have loads of salts in them. Because that's how these hydration drinks work. They're just full of different salts, which force the water to go into like to be reabsorbed into your body. Oh god, I'm Monster and Jaeger. I love how Jägermeister was just like, you know, like it was the shot for a long time. And it's just seemingly kind of disappeared back into obscurity again. You know, you couldn't go anywhere without like Jaeger bombs being advertised or anything, you know what I mean? Right. This guy's fucking garish as shit. I'm loving it. Front end of my table just needs to come up a bit. He looks like one of the band's poops. Oh, I'd be offended or not. And if your Ben's shits are this colour, mate, get the Doctorinos. Oh lord. What do we think though so far? I think he's nice, garish. May all babies have fluorescent shit while their guts settle. Oh. Oh. No thanks. Oh, alright. Good for dealing with fluorescent turds, gonna be honest. Love it, not the shit, the model. Wonderful. Just gonna let that colour settle in for a sec. Green's your fave colour? Good to know. Hence Dangerous for years. Ah, it makes a lot of sense, yeah. No salamanders in your life, though. No salamanders are gash. Fair enough. Don't really have anything to come back with that. Just hire a quick base coat down on the old concrete here. Give us an idea of how the model's going to end up getting framed out. Just never gelled with a salamander law. Yeah, I don't really know much about the law other than like the weird like skin pigment thing, which I always thought was just it was a little bit too kind of risque for me. I'll do like all their models are quite nice. I like the like all the crazy like dragon iconography and stuff that they get. It's quite cool. Some of the models they've gotten from the like the Horus Heresy range have turned out really nice as well. They did a really good job of portraying Vulcan in the Horus Heresy novels. I think they did like a really good job of making him quite different from the other ones. Just there, I cannot get. Not do. What difficult model was the balls? Just like you just felt it was a weird way to do. Yeah, exactly that. Like I remember listening to some staff trying to like sell the idea of salamanders to a man of color. Probably horribly incorrect to say, but like I was just waiting for like just the uproar because it's just a bit weird, man. Like of all the things that they could have done to say like why they've got literal jet black skin, felt a bit crow, like you say, bit crowbarred for my liking, but there we go. A bit of flesh wash back on here, darken that down a bit. I don't think they get away with it nowadays. Well, I mean, it's still, you know, like it's that law's still there. And I don't know how upset the community is kind of overall with it, but I feel like if it was a huge issue, it would have been kind of rectified by now. But I guess you just never know, do you? Maybe so, maybe it's not. I mean, I remember that being in the law when I first started playing, which was kind of early to mid 2000s. Like you say, I probably would have definitely got away with it then. I suppose you're right. If they tried to introduce it now, that probably would be backlash. I guess it's just a little bit part of the kind of the status quo now. It isn't really one of the like, you know, like. Forgot what I was trying to say. But you're right. I guess probably wouldn't be. That was supposed to like it's not like it's one of the like poster child legions as well. Look along to female guard models. Yeah, yeah, and I think it's great actually that they're doing stuff like that because not even just from like a representation thing, but just in terms of like not just having 10 of the same stock person in a force that wouldn't be like that. Do you know what I mean? So, was a bit of a. Well, so we just have the fucking choice, yeah. Just gonna like salamanders, yeah. I mean, I quite like them. I like the color scheme, like the bright green and the golds and stuff works really well. And all like the dragon scales and stuff I really like. Just to be like really consciously careful about kind of what you say on Twitch because I don't want to get banned. So you know. Oh. In other happier news, though, we're only 10 off getting about 200 followers. I'm yet to decide whether I'm going to do anything for 200 followers. I'll maybe just do like 250. Do like a big, I don't know, maybe do like a 12-hour stream or something. Bit of a subathon, maybe. Nude stream? I only do nude streams in person, one-on-one. So I can add your name to the waiting list. Do one of them bikini hot tub streams. I mean, I wouldn't get banned because of terms of service. I think I'll just get banned because fucking again. Sign you up. Yeah, boy. There we go, my links are fixed. Ah. Right. Right, I'm going to go for a very quick wee. So I'm going to hire you just on a... Actually, I'm just going to leave it on here. Yeah, we could get Mrs. Bumper Pants on the stream thing. Painting something. That could be fun. Right, I'm going to go for a quick wee. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm back. Spoodly will hold Mrs. Bumper Pants to do some painting. She just came through there in a blind panic. Then, oh, I'm gonna paint something. Do I have to be on camera? Can I just sit with me hood up? Right. Don't forget as well, we've got channel point redemptions to change music stations. So if you're getting a bit bored of the music, want something a little bit changed, you guys are in control. I've been looking at a thing that I can do which means that when you redeem the thing, it automatically changes the channel. I'm just going to say Doc Ock model has a better ass than Cap. He's thick, mind, isn't he? This quad sweep is good, and he's got calf game as well, which is always a bonus. I think Captain America's ass would be just a bit bony, a bit hard. I think I would agree with you there. He's clenching for sure. He's definitely been on the trend, like, as our Doc Ock, yeah. Right. Right, I'll get in there, I think. Just quickly whip around and just get some metal highlights onto the banding here. I did paint out by some models I have seen. What have you seen? What am I doing? An Isaac Clarke and a Necromorph model and a Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle one. Ooh. That's cool. Show you after stream. Nice. Dr. Octonopus. Hello, hello, Martox. Martox. How's it going? Thanks for swinging on by. Hope you're keeping well. A lot of people have got the same fillers on their Twitch names, which is throwing us off. Martox has the same as the wife. And I was like, why is she going Captain Octonopus? You don't have to change, it's fine. That's just me being stupid. Just a big old stupid face. How's it going, Alan? Not seen you post much in the Spooge Discord server. Have you been up to much hobby wise? I know I'd seen you'd put the some of the new corn stuff in, right? How's that working out for you? Well, I suppose you know that I've switched from torch level white. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, fuck white. Fuck white in the ass. It's never a good idea. Where's my Diddy Dry Rush done? Yeah, so we're working on the Dr. Octopus at the moment. You'll have seen the Captain America and Red Skull that I did. We have just finished off Ultron as well. Earlier on today. This is my Ultron. It's all nice and red and glowy on the inside bits. Evil as Albals. Oh wow, that's class, thank you. Really pleased with how it's turned out. On the shoulders as well. Just punching your microphone halfway across the room. At the moment, I'm just trying to find my my little dry brush. It's gone underneath the paper. Picked up some of these Army Painter dry brush brushes. They're just like the army painter, like the shit army painter versions of like the Artist Opus dry brush brushes, but they're really good. I've really enjoyed using them. I've gotten some class things out of them. With them being army painter, they weren't too pricey either. Don't know why I feel like my camera's like too far over this way. Keep sliding off. I've got them, I think, a knackered one from not cleaning it properly. Yeah, that's fair. Looking forward to these types of models when Shatterpoint drops later in the year. Yeah, both me and Vince have been looking at Shatterpoint, very excited by it. I think the models look lush, like the renders that they've done look amazing, and I'm hoping that the game's going to be decent as well. Because I like Star Wars Legion, but all the cards is what kind of puts us off. I want to keep track of all your cards and stuff, and needing to buy sets and card packs as new stuff gets out for like the equipment rules and stuff like that. So I am kind of hoping that that sort of like remedies that a little bit. And I'm just excited for more Star Wars miniatures, to be honest. Do love a bit of Star Wars. I'll just notice his arms are different to the subject pick. I don't know what you're talking about. The arms are in 3 or 4 bits each. Excuse me, yes. So the arms are in 3 or 4 bits each on the sprue. They're numbered on the sprue, but they're not numbered in the instructions. So, go figure. Dorkling Bot, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're keeping well. I was Vince very tempted to pre-order the lot for Shatterpoint, about 300 quid, I think we said. Yeah. We've had similar conversations as well. Obviously, like the terrain looks lush as well, which is a nice one. How's it going, Dorkland? I hope you're keeping well. Thank you very much for dropping the follow there as we edge ever closer to 200 follows. If you're working on anything tonight, feel free to share it in the chat. Do have a Discord there as well if you'd like to join and share some stuff in. Build a little community out on there. That is a good deal. Like, yeah, and I feel like getting in early with it might be the way forward. So I feel like those kind of deals don't tend to hang about very long. If you pre-order the core box, you do get a Padawan Tano. Much exciting. So yes, when I was building the Doc Arc, all of the arm pieces were numbered on the sprue, but the instructions that come with the core box don't have any numbers on the guides. It's just all pictures. And it basically got to the point where I just had to stick the ones together that went together. That was it. Is that regardless of where you order it from, or you get it from Goblin? Sod that noise, more from the core box and Dooku box is where it's at. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it was Darkstream that we were looking at it, right? I say we, you were looking at it. I feel like my mic's getting too hard there. I'm tempted, like, it's a good chunk of saving. It is, especially when you're going to go halves. Right, don't need to make up some. What? I think even at trade price, everything was 360, right? Okay. If anybody wants a really nice armor wash for things like silvers that give like a really nice matted down and dark wash with like a hint of staining, equal parts black wash, brown wash of your choosing, and Pterodon turquoise contrast paint. Mixed up far too much of this wash because I can't control everything that comes out of the Games Workshop ones. So this is the black, the brown, and the Pterodon turquoise. Kind of goes like this. You kind of see it here, like a really nice blacky bluey, sort of cooled steel look. Slap it on here. What? Oh. Dave Skurlock, thank you very much for the follow. Took me a little while to get my eyes in there. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're well. Let us know if you're working on anything tonight, or if you have been working on anything recently. Always love to hear about what people have been doing. Feel free to share any links you've got to your social media, get into stuff if you want to show it off to people. If not, you just want to come in and sit down and chill for a bit, you're more than welcome to do that as well. the moment, we're just working through painting the Marvel Crisis Protocol back. Just on the home stretch now for the number 4, I think, now. No problems. Yes, doing well. I'm coding at the moment, wrestling around with Pie Game. Ooh, very cool. I'll pretend I know what that is. I've got literally no idea what anything coding related is. Despite testing for a living. Software testing for a living. Hello, Dave. Hello. He did the call to arms. He did the call to arms. You guys know each other, I take it then. $200 Risky's doing a hot tub stream with Cardinal. Just know that's what he signed up to. Gonna lure him over with the pretense of playing some Marvel Crisis Protocol or some bolt action. And when he gets here, the dinner room's gonna be empty. It's gonna be a tarpaulin down. A big old paddly pool. And any amount of bourbon cream biscuits. Ben's little inflatable pool, it'll be a laugh. Well, I mean, I'm down. What the fuck have you signed up to? No idea. At this point, I don't even know what people have signed up to. Other than I seemingly somehow agreed to get partially naked on the internet. At some point. She's a cruel mistress. Getting partially naked on the internet does, yeah, you're right, it does bring in the money if you are attractive and a lady. Somehow I don't think me prancing around in a bikini on the front page of Twitch is going to earn me any money in the slightest. Yeah, exactly, Spoogly. My painting hand should be sexy enough. I mean, I'm wearing a latex glove at the moment. You know, kink unlock. And because I've had the hairdryer out, it's nice and tight. You don't know till you try, though. I mean, I'm pretty convinced. No one wants to see me naked. Consider yourself sure everyone has an audience. Legitimately dread what audience would be interested in seeing me like that. I mean, I'm married now as well, so, you know, like, don't even have, like, a woman that's interested in seeing me. You've seen some of the clampets out there. Yeah, I mean, funny thing is, a little while ago, actually, I stumbled across a channel. It was a young lassie painting miniatures in, like, basically in a bikini. very enterprisingly of her as well. She also had an OnlyFans where she did painting after dark, where she would basically just sit with her tits out and paint. And you know what it is? More power to them, man. You stumbled. Yes. Well, I mean, my my wife's in the chat, Alan. You gotta be tactical here. How very dare you? A jest. Oh. It was his wife that found it. It was. I was just sleep like peacefully sleeping in bed one night. Comes barging in, half cut, tab hanging out of her mouth. It was this streamer. Right, I'm gonna blast this with a hairdryer real quick. See if we can get this dried up. Feel like you all took advantage of the fact that I was on mute and had a hairdryer going to just be cracks. Ah, get that off there. Look, oh, it's a naked hand. Neat. Do we get hot spots using a hairdryer? No, because I wiggle it like consistently. I have in the past accidentally left it on a bit of like resin for a shade too long, and it's warped a bit of resin. But nothing nothing too drastic. That's it. If you're not on board, then you don't don't get in. Only so much room in the hot tub. I say hot tub, paddly pool. I think we've established it's definitely going to be a paddly pool. Enjoy the money, mate. Nah. All mine. Spend it on the therapy I'm going to need afterwards. think it might just be singular dollar bill, just dollar bill. The one. Give me a takeaway. Treat you to a KFC. What do we think for the tentacles? Do you think we should like try and highlight them up a bit, bring them up a touch? Bit of a dry brush on the go, maybe? Miss KFC does not appear on the stick. Where are you at these days? I'm sure I've asked you this before. You've been like, you've been Anik or something. I made that up. Bit brighter on the silver, yeah. Not gonna say on stream like, but it's not for book. Yeah, no, that's fine. Have I asked you before and you've told us? I feel like you've told us where you're at. And I've just forgotten because I'm a dingus. Probably. It's been years now. Oh, okay. Very enough. I'll be gone in 6 months, 2 years later. Yeah, no, that's fair though. World's been a funny old place for the past couple of years, on it. Right. Bit of Flesh Terror's red contrast paint, I think, for the little tentacle lenses. A little bit of colour in there. Slowly but surely kind of coming around a bit more with contrast paint. Very select one. Contrast plus airbrush is the best mind over a good pre-shade. Yeah, I think I just like painting the traditional way more than anything else. What model will this be used for? Don't recognize it from any game. So this is Dr. Octopus from Marvel fame, and will be used for a tabletop war game called Marvel Crisis Protocol. But could be used for any sort of game, I guess. But that's the game that's like that it's kind of supported for. I've never played it. It's a game that I'm looking forward to getting some games of, hopefully. Mr. Frazzle's back. He had to rush away for his chippy tea. Oh, man. You know, at least, like, you kind of come in here, like, 10:15, start banging on a good chippy tea. Because no, I want a fucking chippy tea. What did you have? Did I guess? See if I can guess what you had for your chippy. Did you have a battered sausage and a smoky sausage, extra garlic sauce and chips? That's what I reckon. Is that right? Battered sausage, chips and gravy. Chips and gravy. Chips and kebab meat with pods of garlic sauce. Nice. Did you enjoy it? Was it everything that you hoped and dreamed for? I secretly hope it was disappointment, because I'm just jealous that you've had one. In fairness, actually, we had a really nice HelloFresh thing tonight. I can't remember exactly what it was. Got a bit of the boys' fish too. All I could have asked for, banging chippy pints. Nice. Oh, have you got the bear this weekend? Don't know why I thought in my head you were Dean Dislin, right? You getting your 3D printer yet, Russell? I remember you talking about getting one. And thinking, I just might take a bit of time for yourself Sunday. Yeah, no, I kind of assumed that would be the crack. Streaky. Pork steak with mash and garlicky broccoli. Ooh. So is there a cat part of the stream? So I have 2 cats. One of which is on the channel art. Because we only had the one when the channel art was made. That's my cat Charles. The ginger and white tomcat. He is the bestest of all boys. Trunkmeister. We have another cat, a girl cat queen, female cat called Moo, who's white with black spots. They normally don't make an appearance because it usually stinks in this room of like terps and stuff. But sometimes they come in. Normally they just sit with the wife. When I'm streaming, I tend not to like have them in because they climb over everything and they're just general nuisances. But we're gonna see if we can try and find a way to do something with them at some point, because I do love my kitty cats. And yeah, that's a story about my kitty cats. Mr. Frazzle coming in with the rookie numbers, fucking pipe down, you clamp. Oh, Charles, excellent name for a cat. Yes, as he's partially ginger, does he follow the trend of ginger cats having a singular brain cell? Yes, yeah. His current quest is to work out how many stripes are on his head, because he can't count. He doesn't know, so he keeps asking us how many stripes are on his head. But what I will say is, though, you know, while he is a little bit dim, he is the bestest at checking for monsters. So every night before we go to bed, he does a tour of the house. Starts at the front door, works room for room, all the way through to the back, just to check that there's no monsters in the house. Then comes upstairs and sleeps on the bed, just in case he missed a monster, and come and get us in the middle of the night. So, yeah, brave lad, brave boy. Just the goodest of boys, so he is. I have two, which I use neither. One because I can't bother to tune the settings, and because I sleep in the room I have to use it in, and Resonance not nice at all. No, that's fair. To be honest, I was after getting some like paintbrush racks made, so I can install my brushes like horizontally, and not just like in a box all the time. Maybe it's go on like a wall or something. And I was angling to see if anyone had 3D printers to print such a thing, or could maybe just craft some out of perhaps like some wood or something like that. How's your Destiny 2 been going, Frazzle? Are you enjoying it? Is it class? Is it everything you hoped for? Tell us all about it. You're still playing a hunter? Is your jump still shit? Seems Kenny Strand is cool, day one hunter. I mean, it's near account for taste, was there? It's the only jump. I mean, what I will say is it's better than the Warlock jump, which is just sort of like a dribble out the end of a hose, kind of jump. On Hunter's like the noob class. No, Titans are definitely the noob class. Like, I heard the most recent expansion's a bit meh. Boodly doodly, all right. Time to truly lurk. No bother, my dude. I hope you feel better soon. And we'll see you on the Twitch waves again very shortly. If anybody doesn't follow Spoody Doodler, you should go and tickle that follow button, because follows are free. He's a very talented miniature painter and all-round top guy. Click his name and then click follow. Follows are free. Spoodly's very nicely every time I've gone live when he isn't streaming, shouted me out in his Discord server so we can get some viewers in. So just an all-round top gent. We like to see. Can I do shout outs? Yeah, I can do shout outs. I guess it has to be a mod to do it, otherwise anybody could come in and just shout themselves out. Imagine not making your wife a mod. I mean, I revoked her VIP status as well, which hasn't noticed yet. You just go mad with power. It should be like banning people all over the parish. What's the point? Woody doodler. That's also true. Like when I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, she's normally in bed about an hour after I start streaming anyway. I do have a mod, the wonderful Nisgratis, but I think he's preoccupied this evening. Not that we particularly need one a lot of the time, in fairness. It's normally pretty chill, and I can manage a lot of it myself. I asked him if he would mod a little while ago when we were getting like really busy when I was doing a lot of 40k commissions. We were getting a lot of people in, and it seems to have kind of died down a little bit since we started doing Marvel stuff, which is fine. This has been kind of like the busiest night we've had for a little while, which is great because I'm also up earlier than you for work. I mean, yeah. Was I a VIP? Just pulling your plug. Right. I'm pretty much on the home stretch now for Octi. Risky gets up for work at 1 PM though. Listen here, you little shit. Right. coming in here, go like, yeah, giving this shit, and then paints all day. I mean, technically, while I'm not at work, this is my job. It's not fucking wanger. We did secure though. Speaking of commission work, we secured our like first sort of like proper big boy commission. I don't work either. You're on the leadership train now. I tell other people to work. Yeah, I mean I don't work. I'm fucking lazy as shit. Born idle, mate. We picked up a commission to paint the entirety of the boarding actions terrain set, of which you've made a start on. I'm super pleased how this is turning out. Oh. This is kind of what the finished pieces are going to look like. The client customer just wanted something like really dark and foreboding and evil looking, with just little bright spots of color, sort of drive the evilness of it. So it's all kind of monotone with like just spots of like visual interest around the lights, the doors, like all these like emergency lights are in kind of like the ready orange, the panels are all in green, the doors are all going to be in like different but like dark muted colors, some bits just done in sort of brass. The skulls is just like skeleton horde contrast, just over the grey, to keep that really quite dark as well. So yeah, like I think like this is like the bit that's kind of been finished. This piece here has been finished. Got like some rust streaks kind of coming off the rivets and stuff. You can see the other side a little bit better there as well. That's there. Okay. Take no time at all to do as well, which is nice. So I did that one a couple of days ago, maybe. That was like an afternoon's work to do all that. That dry brush on the OSL, no, just for the airbrush. It's literally white ink with the airbrush, just on the light. So I just go in, like I just paint the whole light and just let it diffuse naturally out, and then I come in with a scarlet ink, yellow and browny, and then a yellow ink over the top of that, just in the center, give that glow. The yellow plus the scarlet, when it goes over the top, gives it that like really hot orange color. Takes literally minutes to do all of them. Like I did all of those in like one go. There's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 15, 17, 18. It's about 20 or so on there. Same with the green, just white ink, and this like green ink from Dylan Rowney. I think it's emerald. Yeah, emerald green. Because the rest of the walls are grey, it just kind of diffuses and mutes itself out quite nicely as you go. So, pretty groovy. Cool. Close-up shot of the duck. So what we're going to do now is what we did on the red skull base, which is we're going to put some rust effect onto the like the manhole cover and some other like bits of grossness kind of on the bases. We're going to do the same on. We didn't do it on Ultron. And I was going to do it on this one as well. So zoom out a bit. So we're going to bust out first of all. Dirty down rust. Absolute talent in the can. Get the old vibrate plate out. I had some proper hassle with the dirty down rust. It's taken me a little while to get used to it, I'm going to be honest. It's it's definitely a one to use in layers. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted the crusty brown and the bright orange, I would normally just use AK Interactive Rust Streaks for doing it. It just needs agitated to within an inch of its life. The Vortex Mixer does a lot of work. And I found that heating up both the bottle and the model works really well as well. So I'm going to pop it on mute for a sec. I didn't heat up, probably I suspect was for skeletons yonks ago. Yeah. And what I'm finding with it as well is the thinner you put it on, and the more orange it goes. What I'm finding is if you just get splodge on, then come back in and just tease and feather it. Like so. That's quite thin. There, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. Get it to focus in, so you can kind of see that there. And then if I come back in with the hairdryer again, so a couple of seconds work, and you've got some pretty gnarly looking kind of orange rust in there. Mr. Bill Pud's gonna go do a sleep now. Good night. Good night. Good night. You're gonna come say goodnight? No bother. No, that's too much hassle for you. You don't have to hairdryer it to dry it. Okay, I only hairdryer it because I'm streaming. Because otherwise, literally watching paint dry. You can kind of see like the difference in like the outside here now. What I will say is though, it goes. Oh, I see. No, taking care of yourself is too much hassle. That I can get behind. What I will say about the Dirty Down Rust is though, is that it gets quite a matte finish, and I definitely feel like you need to come like back over the top of it again. Maybe it's with a dry brush to kind of pick some bits out. So, oh, here comes one, but 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna go say goodnight to the missus. Right, I'm back. Good night, Bumba. To Super PBs. You can play it on The Sims. And then going to get this moss one out now. With the moss, I've been sort of like chasing it around things like the drains and stuff. It goes quite greeny grungy, which I really quite like. Do you like the moss? Oh, it's not fucking vibrating my camera. Just me love like that. Used it on the Skink Starfish base. Nice. This one took us a bit of time to kind of get to where I wanted to be with it. Left. There. Oh, wait. Blood's on. Maybe like bits around here. Yeah. Like so. Drop the air dryer. When Bumba came in to say goodnight, she was like, will you please feed the cat? And I was like, yes, I'll feed the cat. And then not 2 seconds later, she's like, I fed the cat, don't worry. And move me out loud like you, didn't she? So, I'm just going to wait for the rest of that to dry. But yeah, that's kind of like the base done. Just needs the black rim on there. That's probably where we're going to wrap for tonight. It's getting on to 10 o'clock. We stream for about 3 hours normally. Just gone over. So we're going to go and find someone to raid. So we've got quite a lot of viewers kicking about, which is nice, because usually I kind of drop off towards the end of the night. It would be greatly appreciated if you wouldn't mind just hanging about for the raid, saying hello, and just sharing the love. I'm just going to pop you on to a slip, which has my face on, and a lovely video which has all of my media on it. Load. There we go. So yes, thank you for everyone who's hung around, whether you've been here from the start or you've just come in here now. Had a busy old night, a couple of subscriptions and resubs from Spoodly Doodler, Curlew and Mr. Frazzle, thank you. And a couple of new follows as well from Dave and Dorkland there. Been lush to have a whole bunch of new people. We do have a Discord, !Discord, where you can join in with the painting pals and got lots of nice pictures of that people painted. Nice little community that we're kind of growing there. Yes, let's go and find someone. Raid. friends on. If anybody has any recommendations for someone to go and raid and go and say hello to, that would be great. Well, I feel like we've got one line that we know. Bye, lover. Go and find someone to raid real quick. We're gonna go and raid someone called Shady Nasties or Dynasties, which is a Always Sunny in Philadelphia joke. She looks like she's painting some cool stuff. We're gonna go and say hi to them. You're very welcome, Dave. Thank you for bringing on by. Not recommendations to offer, I'm afraid. No, that's all cool. I think we found someone there. So we're gonna go raid Dynasties. When you get in there, if you just yell "Risky Raid," if you're a subscriber, spam your emote. If you are not a subscriber, I thought that worked. Just spam anything. Most importantly, though, just cool, be chill, say hello, drop them a follow if you like the content. We're done now for the weekend. We'll next be going live on Monday, 7 p.m. GMT. So if you're not followed already, please feel free to drop that follow button. You get notified when we go live. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.